Recording. Okay. Hey,
Everybody.
everyone. Yes, we are recording. I'm Felicia Z, and this is.
My name's Jessica Eves. It's great to have you. We're so glad you joined us tonight. I'm enjoying some Tickle Bumps Brute. It's one of my favorites.
Yum. And so I'm in Denver, and we had to do this virtually because of the snow. But we wanted to go ahead and record it for you all. We're going to post this video later, and then you can follow up with us if you have any questions. So again, I'm Felicia. I am a school psychologist by day, wine boss by night. So this is my fun job. And I've been doing this for about 2 years now, and I wish I'd done it sooner. It has been such a journey. And so we are so excited to share with you kind of some background on the company and all the things. So let me share my screen real quick here. Right. Now everyone's going to see how Zoom challenged I am. Okay, share screen. There it is. Share. Okay, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, great. Play from the start. Okay, so here's a quick little overview of what we will be talking about tonight. So we're going to talk about who is Scout and Cellar, why the wine industry, why Scout and Cellar, why now is the time, and then we'll, if you want to ask any questions to us later. All right, so first, a little history about our founder. This is Sarah Shadniks, right here in the picture on the right. She was a lawyer from Texas and decided to quit her job as a litigator and pursue her dream in wine. And so she became a level 3 sommelier, which is extremely challenging to get to a level 3. So if you don't know the history of sommeliers or like what it takes to be a som, there's 4 levels. Level 4 is a master som. There's basically 150 of those in the world, super unattainable. It's crazy. These are the people that can smell a glass of wine and know the vintage, producer, region. It's nuts. So she's a level 3. It's still very prestigious. There's only about 350 of those in the world, and even more rare that she's a woman. So pretty awesome. So anyway, as she was learning about wine, you have to drink it. And she would get a headache after just 1 or 2 glasses of wine. And she was wondering, like, why is this? And so she did her research like a smart litigator woman. And she found that it was because the FDA approves all these chemicals and sugar and all this junk that goes into wine that's basically a cocktail for the worst hangover. So yeah, so she's a mom and world traveler. What else should I say about her? I think that's all for now. Okay. Oh, so the company is called Scout and Cellar because she literally scouts the world looking for what she calls clean crafted wine. And so our wines are from all over the world. So what is clean crafted wine? Clean crafted wine is wine produced without any synthetic chemicals or pesticides. And so it's all natural. Our wines have usually less than 50 parts per million of sulfites. And to put that into perspective, a head of lettuce has about 100 parts per million. So very minimal. Most of the sulfites come from the ground, just from sulfur in the ground, in the dirt. We never have any sugar, or added sugar. We never have any GMOs or mega purple. So mega purple is basically it's like an additive that they put into wine to correct the color or the flavor of the wine, to make it more purpley, or to add some sweetness to it. So mega purple is what stains your clothes and your teeth. And so your wine should never stain your teeth. If you are walking around with a purple mouth after you drink red wine, then you're drinking mega purple. So our wines don't contain any of that. So another great thing about clean crafted wine is all of our grapes are hand harvested. So we look for the very ripest grapes. That's the big difference between our wine and mass-produced wine, among other things. But we look for the very ripest grapes, so we get the fullest flavor. So we don't have to use mega purple and chemicals and other things to change the flavor. Our wines are lab tested, so we test twice for chemicals. We test at harvest, so before the grapes are picked, and then again after fermentation. So we make sure that no chemicals were intervened in any of the winemaking process in the vineyard or in the winemaking part. Let me see what else I was going to say about that. I think that's, sugar. So a typical glass of mass-produced wine can have up to 16 grams of added sugar, which is like eating a donut and gross. Because if you have like 3 or 4 of those, then your glasses of wine, then you're like eating like basically a box of donuts. So no one wants to drink their calories.
And no wonder people have headaches.
Yes, yeah.
Like, no wonder.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's a combination of like the sugar and the chemicals and all the things that basically gives people headaches. All right. From wine. So these are our core values. Do the right thing is probably the biggest core value of this company. We have a satisfaction guarantee. If someone gets a wine they are not satisfied with, then we either refund them or credit their account to choose something different. Family is important to us, passion, authenticity, and transparency. So being very transparent about what we're doing and who we believe in, and just being honest about our work ethic. So core values. So Scout and Cellar, who we are is basically a mix of people from all backgrounds. We have teachers, we have paraprofessionals, we have school secretaries, I'm a school psychologist, so lots of educators. We have nurses, we have doctors, we have lawyers, we have hairstylists, we have restaurant industry people, servers, basically people from all backgrounds, nannies, all the things. All right, the industry and opportunity. So the wine market. The wine market is a $72 billion industry. So this is 2 times the size of beauty supplement or beauty products and vitamins and supplements combined. So where's my notes? So basically, okay, so skincare is about 18 billion and vitamins and supplements are about 37 billion. So wine is more than those industries combined. And a really important number to note is only 3% of wine is sold online. So we are an e-commerce wine company, and that is huge right now because people love the convenience of wine being delivered to their door. People love the convenience of anything delivered to their door, right? They like their groceries delivered to their door. Amazon, I have an insane amount of Amazon boxes in my garage right now. Like,
and the thing is too, so many people I feel like are doing grocery pickup and all that. Why are people still going to the liquor store? There's no need to go to the liquor store whenever we can ship our mixables to you. We can ship you cans. If you don't drink alcohol and maybe you're expecting, or when dry January was taking place, we have a non-alcoholic Epic Pursuit. So there are so many options that we have available to you that are just convenient. Anyway, sorry I interrupted.
Yeah, no, hop in anytime.
Not going to the store.
Yes, the convenience. And sometimes wine stores can be a little overwhelming. If you've ever gone into like a wine specialty store, it could be like, where do I start? There's like Italy over here and France over there. And you're just like, but I just want a Zinfandel and where do I go? So we make it easy for you. Straight to your door. You don't even have to second guess what it is. Okay, another awesome number is 40% of Americans drink wine. It's a highly consumable product. So people frequently need to reorder it. It's not something like a product like leggings. Not to hate on my girls who are in the other legging industry, because I love me some leggings. But you only need so many, right? And so with wine, it's something that you need weekly. And so you're constantly needing to restock on that. Wine and alcohol is already in people's budget. It's already there. They're like, this is something on my grocery list. This is what I need this week. So um, both men and women are consumers of wine. So it doesn't hit just one type of consumer. There we go. Also, the wine brings people together. It's a social element. People remember a good bottle of wine and where they were and who they were with when they drank that wine, because it's about the people you're with. It's very social. People like to learn about it. It's fun. Cans and innovative packaging are the new trend. So like Jessica was saying, we have some really awesome canned wines people love for like camping or on the go, going to the park, all the things. Millennials are consuming ciders, seltzers, and wine cocktails more than ever right now. So big market right there. And organic wine sales have doubled over the past 5 years. So this is really exciting because as more people are recognizing the need for organic products, they are also realizing, oh, that actually applies to what I'm drinking too. And so it's huge right now. All right, the exciting part. Why Scout and Cellar? Actually, this isn't the most exciting part yet, believe it or not. There's more excitement to come. Okay. So in the first 365 days of our company, we sold over 500,000 bottles of wine, 20 million in revenue, and we exceeded our 5-year goal in just 6 months. That is like unheard of. That's insane. So 500 plus acres of clean crafted viticulture were supported. So we supported all of these small family owned vineyards, about 500 plus acres of it. That's 375 football fields. Put that in perspective. All right, where we're going. We are projected to be $1 billion company in the first 10 years. So that's also an extremely hard thing to achieve in any industry. And so, yeah, it's blowing up. We were named the top 100 fastest growing privately owned companies in Texas by the Dallas Business Journal, which is an extremely prestigious business journal. Food and Wine magazine used the word behemoth to describe our current trajectory, which is exciting. And we're the #3 wine club in the world, not just the nation. Like that's wild. So we're more than wine, we're creating a movement. We are literally creating the standards of wine, of what should go in a bottle, and consumers are recognizing that. So very exciting. All right. So something that's unique about us is we partner with over 160 family-owned vineyards and boutique wineries. And I like that they're boutique wineries because these are the small family-owned farmers. Like these are the people that are literally out in their vineyards picking and harvesting and tender loving care into what goes into that bottle. They actually care. It's small batch wines. We have 40 to 70 wines in constant rotation. So there's always a variety of different regions and varietals, all the things, straight to your doorstep. And I already said we independently lab test twice before harvest and after fermentation. So really important. So we have a really high standard for our wines. The wines that we agree to market on our website, you can only get from Scout and Cellar. You can't go to the grocery store and get our wines. So, yes. Okay, now's the exciting part. Okay, why now? So we are about 3.5 years old. We are a baby. We're a baby company. We are still considered at the ground floor. So a company is considered ground floor basically the first 5 years of the company. So we're in the early stages still. We have seen 100% growth year after year, and this was pre-COVID. So COVID certainly like accelerated that, but we have seen growth, like 100% growth every year after year after year. So that keeps just like rising. Jessica and I are on the #1 volume team in the company. So there's several different teams, and our team is one of the highest volume producing companies. So you would be joining a winning team basically. So sales, we have sales over 27 million last year. That was just from our team. Yeah, so our company is very healthy, we're growing, and it is job security essentially. So also I want to speak a little bit about the job security aspect. So because Sarah Shadnix was a lawyer, she has put a lot of things into this company to make sure that we are protected legally and that we don't tank. So a lot of networking companies, there's been a lot you may have heard, and I think they give all MLMs a bad name, to be honest.
Agreed.
Yes. But she has put a lot of things into place for us to make sure that we are protected and that we're not spending more money than making money. Like we're in this to make money, right? And so that's the purpose, and she wants to make sure that happens for us. Okay, this map gets me real excited because the darker the pink areas is the more like saturated states with consultants. Texas has the most because it started in Texas, but still there's only 27% there. That's a super low number. We're in Colorado, 3%, 3.1%. Like that's like most people I talk to never even heard of Scout and Cellar. Go ahead, Jessica.
I said that's like nothing. That's like nothing.
It's yeah. New Mexico, look at all these other states, like 0.1 in Wyoming is our neighbor. If you have family in Wyoming, friends, people, anyone. Iowa, 0.6. So we now deliver to Kentucky. We didn't recently, now we do. Same with New Mexico. We didn't until I think a year ago deliver to New Mexico. So what else? Okay. So basically the wine industry is recession proof and pandemic proof. US wine sales have jumped 66% since the pandemic. Canned wine sales are up 95%. Online direct to consumer wine sales, so that's what we are. We're direct to consumer. So basically there's no like middleman, like the grocery store, the liquor store, they're considered middlemen. We're direct to consumer. Are up 551% this year. And
That's
it's been
so crazy to me.
I know, like 550, like not even 100%, like 551%. And it's been estimated that 30% of new customers buying wine will online right now will remain long-term customers moving forward because people start to realize, oh, this is actually really easy. I like this. This is good. Sign me up. Okay. Another really exciting slide that gets me going. Okay, so this is, how do I make you smaller? Let me make you smaller so I can, there we go. So let me break these graphs down because I've been throwing out a lot of numbers, lots of growth, all these things, but what does it mean? So this is a graph of the typical growth patterns of successful network marketing companies. So I'm going to start over here on the left, this graph here. So this graph is showing basically there's 4 pillars to a company when they're starting. And so the first stage is formulation, which is like, you know, they're getting the company together, all the parts. The concentration stage, which is where they're working the kinks out, still kind of like getting all parts together. And then it's the momentum phase. This is where like they figure things out. We've got this going. We're a well-oiled machine. And right here is what they call the hockey stick growth. That's when you want to join a company, right before the momentum phase. And then after that, stability is like, you know, they're good to go. So if you ever look at some of those companies that you're like, wow, how did they get so lucky to join the company? Like, how did they get so successful so fast? It's because they joined at this momentum right before they hit momentum. And that's where we are. So let's compare where we are to where Rodan and Fields was and where they are. So we've all heard of Rodan and Fields. They're skincare company. They great skincare. They're a household name essentially now. So they started in 2009 and they were selling about $3 million. And in the first 3 years, they were up to 56 million. So that's about exactly where Scout and Cellar is right now. We're about at that 50 some million dollars in sales right here. Do you see the comparison in the hockey sticks? Hockey stick, hockey stick. So right here is where we are. And then boom, they took off. So people who joined at this moment here, those are the people who have been like, the growth has just like expanded so fast. So very exciting. Let's see. Any questions about that, Jessica?
No, I just am so thankful when I see this every time I see it. I just think to myself, how thankful am I that I said yes? Because Jill asked me 2 years ago, I just started, it was just my 1-year anniversary actually on the 8th. And she asked me the first time that she came to Colorado and did a wine tasting for me, do you want to be part of this company? And I didn't say no, not ever, but I did say no, not now. And that's the one thing that I regret. The only thing that I regret with this business is that I didn't say yes sooner. So if it's something that you're just teetering on, just say yes. It is so rewarding. It's so much fun. This business took us to Florida. We just got back from the Florida Keys. And so when I talk about, these different phases, get on the ride now, because it is just so rewarding and so awesome.
Exactly. Yes. Love it. All right. So if you were to go to the bank and say, hey, I want to start this wine company. I have this great idea. I'm going to need some wine. I'm going to need a website. I'm going to need marketing materials and training. How much do you think that would be? I don't know.
I mean,
it sounds
$1,000 at the very least, I would guess. At the
thousands to me, like a website and all the things, like sounds like a lot of work. Marketing, all the things. So it is $249 to join, which is such a low investment in the company. This is basically your own business in a box. It includes $149 worth of wine and products to start you off for your first tasting, your $129 website fee, which is included. It's every year, the website fee, but it's included in when you sign up initially. And it includes your back office, marketing materials, training, not to mention an awesome community of leaders that are here to cheer you on and support you. And just like, we're not successful unless you're successful. So we get nothing for you just signing up. We don't get like a bonus for every person that just signs up. We get nothing. We're only successful if you are. So we're here to help you. There are no monthly quotas and no personal purchase requirements. You can earn 15 to 25% commission on all your sales or personal consumption. Say 1 month you're like, I didn't sell anything, but I bought wine for myself. You earn from that. So basically, your friends and family will eventually hear about Scout and Cellar. They might as well hear it from you. So, okay, I just want to show this quick video this is some of the consultants in the company and who are sharing their why.
I love this video so much.
Part of my why is about sharing clean crafted wines and this phenomenal opportunity with as many people as I can, with the goal of not just building my business, but also to create and build diversity within the Scout and Cellar family.
My why is I want to help people find happiness and a happy balance and connect back to those things that are most important to them, their family, their friends, their faith, themselves.
This business has allowed me the flexibility and freedom to sit and have meals with my family, to build a business around my family's life instead of build my family's life around someone else's business.
I'm excited about Scout and Cellar and the freedom that it gives me as an entrepreneur to grow professionally and to have a good quality of life personally.
Being a first generation American, it's been so important to give my kids more opportunities than my parents were ever able to afford me.
The reason that we started with Scout and Cellar in the first place is that Woody and I wanted to create an exit strategy from 9 to 5 traditional workday corporate life.
And this has really given us the opportunity to partner together and build a sustainable business as a family.
So my parents are immigrants who came to this country with nothing to build a better life for themselves and for our family. And I've seen them work so hard their entire lives. They're still working very hard. So I have to be successful at this so that they don't have to work as hard anymore.
I really love getting to have this community and this space just for me. It means so much to me. And I love Scout and Cellar so much.
The reason that I stay is because I'm part of a community of like-minded people who believe in the importance of the clean crafted movement and also want to leave our earth a better place.
We stand for something bigger. The fact that we're cleaning up the regenerative agriculture community at large is phenomenal. And I plan to stay with Scout and Cellar for a very long time.
Okay, so now I just want to share my why. So I joined Scout and Cellar initially for the free wine. We have a beautiful cellar that I just wanted to stock up. And so it started out for free wine and has turned into so much more. The community of friends and people from all over the country that I've gained, the leadership, just the fun. So I'm a 7 on the Enneagram and we're all about like fun and we struggle from FOMO. So yes, it's fed a different part of my soul that being a school psychologist has not. And not that I don't value my job as a school psychologist, it serves a different purpose in my life. But this has served the fun piece of my life. And so, yeah, and just earning all of the like promotions and obviously have been really fun and rewarding and trips that I don't get as a school psychologist. So that is my why. Jessica.
So when I first started this company, with this company, when I first started my business, I was not somebody that ever struggled from FOMO, but I saw this fun that Jill was having. And I heard about this awesome girl named Felicia that lived in Denver. And I did experience a little bit of FOMO. And so when I first started, it was like, okay, I'll earn some free wine. And then I got my first paycheck and I was like, there's something to this. And so the longer that I'm involved in this business and the more people I meet, the more encouraged I am by hearing their personal stories. Now, we're not talking about people who've been consultants in this industry for 40 years. We're talking people that have been involved in this company for 3.5 years because that's the age that our company is. And you hear their personal stories about the house that they just bought in Florida and about paying for private school, very expensive tuition for their kids. And I grew up fairly poor. I lost my dad when I was young. He was an entrepreneur, and I want to be able to give my kids all of the life experiences that life hasn't given me yet. I want to experience things with my kids. I want to take them across the ocean. I want to take them to Europe. I want to take them to see the world and just be able to do things at the drop of the hat. So whether that sounds selfish or not, I do want to serve people. I do want to see people breaking bread and sharing wine and building connections. But most importantly, I want to give my kids things that life hasn't given me yet. So, and I'm excited about that. I'm so excited that this company is going to give me that opportunity.
Yes, love it all. All right, let me see if, I think that's it then. Yep, that was it. So I'm gonna see, Stop share. There we are. Okay. So if there's any part of this presentation you're like that maybe sparked something in you or had some interest, I would say don't overthink it. It could be as simple as joining for free wine, or it could be a business. It's whatever you want to make out of it. And so we are here to support whatever you want to make of it. So reach out to me or Jessica. We hope to hear from you. And if you don't want to become a consultant, then we hope you'll buy some wine from us.
No doubt. The most fun thing for me is to have people that I know and care about and people that I've never even met say, hey, I want to be part of this. This looks awesome. I have a sweet friend, Elena, that I've still never met in person, but she is a great consultant. We have the most fun whenever we're able to talk on Zoom. And so we want you beside us. We want you in this party with us. So don't wait like I did. Felicia was a girl that just said yes, just like that. The business
Before I even tried the wine.
Yeah, she didn't try the wine. And it was like, I'm in. And for me, I had to sit on it for a year. And again, biggest regret ever. I so wish I'd said yes sooner. So join us. We're super fun. This is a rad community and we want you with us.
Yes. All right. Have a good night. That's all we have then.
Thank you for watching. Bye.